was very producery.
I'm going to start on my own time. That's how I've been today. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome to He Said, She Said.
We've never said that before.
Well, I don't know. If you're watching the show, you probably already know what the fuck we're doing.
Dorian is here today, and he made my cocktail
without something in it.
Without something in it.
He looks very tan, like he just got back from somewhere, probably a tanning bed.
Well, he's naturally dark.
Yeah, but he's not naturally that golden.
Maybe he's pregnant.
Could be. Ooh, pregnant. Speaking of pregnant.
Yes.
Friend of mine. Well, no, sadly.
A friend of yours is pregnant?
Yes, a friend of mine is pregnant, and I'm going to give her a shout out. Congratulations, Rosie. She does watch the show. She always wants to know how you get your lips so perfect.
It's because I have naturally perfect lips.
I said, that's liner, baby. She bowls with Donald, so.
Oh, she does?
Yep.
Then I probably know her.
She's from South Africa.
I probably know her.
Mm-hmm.
I ran into a bunch of bowl people the other day. They're like, we miss you, come back. I'm like,
Oh, that's right, you don't bowl no more. No more.
I took the year off.
You kind of took the year off of everything.
I did.
But it seems like you've kind of taken the 3 years off of everything.
What do you mean 3 years?
Hasn't it been about 3 years since you bowled? Or?
No. It's just I bowled last year. I just didn't bowl this year.
Oh, okay.
But this season's coming to an end pretty soon.
Right.
I think it ends in April.
Don't they also have like a
summer league?
Summer league?
Yeah, okay. I really don't have time to bowl during the summer. And can we talk about your hair for a second?
Okay.
I ran into Chuck. Mm-hmm. I don't know where I ran into him. I ran into him.
Food trucks, probably.
Oh, maybe it was at the food trucks. And he goes, oh, what do you think about Aaron's hair? And I'm like, I hate it. And he's like, oh. He's like, totally. He's like, I'm kind of doing it like mine. And I'm like, oh, you shouldn't.
You shouldn't. Oh, my God. Well, it's so funny.
He was like, oh. Well, people, if you don't want to know my answer, don't ask me the question.
You want to know what's so funny? Is that kind of leads us into a viewer question that we had.
Oh, I love viewer questions.
It was actually posted on our Facebook.
But we normally don't do viewer questions till the end.
I know, but you went into my hair. So.
Well, let's do.
Thank you for doing that.
Can we still go back to it?
Yeah, we can.
Don't throw off the whole thing.
Well, I'm just saying.
I mean, there are lots
You
of
totally threw it off.
Well, how did I throw it off?
By saying you didn't like my hair, which is perfect segue.
Well, we'll go back.
Quit doing your segues so perfectly.
Okay, they're like my lips.
Damn you. How was your weekend, whatever?
Okay, well, first off, we should apologize for not having a show posted last week.
Yes, we should.
Because people were probably concerned.
Pissed.
Dorian, did you mix some 7-Up in my...
No.
Dorian,
Yes,
you look very tan.
Because you forgot that this week.
Tan. Want me to fix
Just
it for you?
a little.
Yes.
Yeah, would you please? And then you can come back on camera. Because I know that's what you like to do. Anyway, so this is the same shitty shot we had last week, by the way. Yeah, the stuff that I about died. Like,
oh yeah, the strong one.
Yeah, the one that, you know.
That burns going down.
Yeah, and it burned later too. Just saying.
It's not gonorrhea, it's a dream.
I'm like, oh Lord. Dorian, are you single?
No, I'm married.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank God. Anyways, that's another segue.
See?
So what was it? Oh, so our show was not posted.
No, it was not.
Because at some point we were drinking I was drinking last week, and
we were drunk.
Sam Corbin was here drinking as well.
Yes.
Although he is claiming that he was not drinking.
Of course he is.
And I'm like, bitch, you were drunk. Anyways, he's like, no, I was just having fun. I'm like, no, you were drunk. Anyway, so he was so drunk that when we had him up here to talk about stuff, to Jay's chagrin, somehow Stamp in his very
animated
Ian hands.
Yes.
No, my new thing for when people do that. It's the thing of
Ian hands.
He ripped out my microphone, so there was no sound, and so Aaron decided, since you couldn't hear, that we shouldn't put it up.
Yeah. So those were the options. Put it up and have everybody bitch about they can't hear what he's saying.
I know, but I think that could have been. I think that could have been fun.
Probably could have.
People could have made up stuff.
And he should have posted it on their damn website. LGBT
But
Weekly.
I thought about it later, and I'm glad that we didn't post it because on there, because again, I might have had a couple cocktails and this nasty shot, that I said something during the show, which later that night I said, "Oh my God." I said something during the show that clearly I was not thinking when I said it.
That you regretted later.
I don't say that I regret it because I don't have very many regrets, but I was like, oh, I shouldn't have said that.
I wouldn't have done it had things been different.
Yes.
I would have reworded it.
And it was it was all Stamp's fault because he was all.
Was this when we were talking about District 4 or no? Pride? No.
Oh, well, I'm not. Cheers.
Cheers.
Saved by the bell.
5 o'clock
You're
shot.
just trying to get me to bring it up again.
Well, you know. Oh, god damn. What in the fuck? Maybe we'll request a very specific shot for 5 o'clock shots from now on. Good God. Well, you always know when you come to Moe's,
I cannot breathe right now.
you're gonna get drunk.
No, I had said something that I would do something.
Got it.
And then, you know what I said. Do you know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah. Yes, because when I said, right after I said it, you said, what? And you were like, I'll tell you during the commercial.
Okay.
Break.
I can't wait. Now I'm very intrigued.
Anyways. How was your week? What did you do?
My week was
I
very
haven't
good.
seen or talked to you at all.
I know. I had a very special guest in town.
You did?
And
Who?
Eric Heiman.
You know, and it was his birthday.
Yes,
I saw.
it's his birthday today.
Yes. Oh, that's right. Yes, I saw that you guys were out and about.
Yeah.
And I was going to try to sneak around and catch up with you at some point. I was too busy.
You were busy. Well, I told him he actually went to the football game this weekend to watch Donald on Saturday morning.
I didn't have a chance to do that either.
Well, I said you're going to be very excited because Ophelia usually
I
goes
know.
to the game.
And I wanted to, and I didn't.
Yeah. Well, he was there the whole time only for you.
I know. I just didn't have time. I was very busy on Saturday.
So Jay got to meet him. Lee and Trent got to meet him. I took him out to Gary's house in Scripps Ranch. We had a 3D movie night. It was.
Yes.
We had a ton of fun.
Well, anytime he's around, he's
We
fun.
love.
He's fun.
So
You know,
smart.
he spent the night at my house once.
Well, he stays with us now when he comes to town. So, because we have a spare bedroom. So.
I won't tell you where he slept. Let's just say I love his tattoos. Mm-hmm. All of them.
All of them. Ooh, his husband's probably watching.
This was before his husband. This was way before his husband.
Way, way before his husband.
Yeah. This was right after, I think it was right after our breakup when he was in town the first time I met him. So he was a little jaded and bitter.
Right, when when he played at Twigs, the first,
Yeah.
or not Twigs, what was that place on University?
Yeah.
The Twigs used to be something.
Yeah.
I remember that too.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. And that's pretty much it. I went to the Hole and had a nice little fun time at the Hole on Sunday because I hadn't been there in a while.
And how was it? It was nice on Sunday.
No, it was a gorgeous day. It was a gorgeous day on Sunday.
Was it busy?
It was busy, yep. It was very busy. And that's about it. Then Eric came back on Monday because he did his little cooking show with Rich.
Right.
So he has his Ustream, like what we used to do. He does his Ustream cooking show, and he did it over at Our Gang with Chef Rich. And that was cute and fun. And didn't get to do what they said this week because everybody's fucking sick.
I thought it was because of the rally. They went.
Well, one went to the rally. One was sick.
Oh.
So blame Ian's hands.
Well, it wasn't Dustin because Dustin was checking it on Facebook all over
God and
Gas
country.
Lamp Quarter.
Well, there you go.
I mean, that man is on the hunt.
Okay, he's single now.
I'm just saying. I
He got him
screwed that up.
some new hair and some new contact lenses.
It's almost river time. I can't wait. I'm going to go to the river with him this year.
Oh yes, that's right. You guys were talking about it when you were on the show.
Yes, I'm very excited.
And then I saw you. We were at the food truck event, which was fucking awesome. That was a great
It was
event.
fun. It was not as busy this time.
Oh, see.
But I think that it was also because it was cold. I mean, it was cold that night.
Well, what's really interesting is that we actually did the numbers at the center, and there was twice as many people.
Really didn't seem like it.
Yeah. I think it's because a lot of people realized there was the expanded part in the auditorium. A lot of people were in the auditorium.
Oh, well, that's true. That is true.
And
There
so
a
they
lot
were
of people.
spread out all over the place. But yeah, it was a really,
When people
really
are
successful.
spread out, they don't,
Every single one of the food trucks ran out of food.
Yeah, but they do that every time. Don't you think they would plan better?
I would think so. I would think.
And I did while I was there. I ran into one of my favorite people, Dolores.
Yes, we love us some Dolores.
I almost have her convinced to come on the show.
She would have so much fun
I
on
know.
the show.
And I think that
And that's the problem.
she would almost do it just to shut me up.
Well, perhaps you should send her an email weekly. Hey, when can we
because
book you?
an email is not as effective as when I walk in the center.
Well,
And I say hello, and instantly she knows I'm there.
when are you coming on the show?
Yeah. I'm like, hi, I'm here for Dolores. I'm here for Dolores. Yeah.
What did you do besides food trucks? Because you were busy.
I was busy. Well, Jeff S. is in town, you know.
Yes. Still? Or
Yeah, he's still here. He
Okay.
leaves on Monday,
Okay.
the 1st, when I start my show back up. He is leaving in the afternoon. I start my show back up that night. Anyway, so he's been in town. So we've been, doing stuff. Mm-hmm. And then I went into the Chorus Bachelor auction
I wanted to ask about that.
on Sunday. I think that was Sunday.
Did you have an
Or was that
amazing
Saturday?
time? No, it was Sunday.
Was it Sunday? Oh, all my days blended. It was very packed. And it's my favorite auction, or bachelor auction, because right as soon as the auction is over, there are limos, people get in the limos and boom, they go off on their date. You know what I'm saying? So it's none of the little phone tag, it's none of all those stuff. They go right on the date and and they haven't. So by the end of the night, you kind of know. Is it going to work? Is it not going to work?
Is there going to be a hookup?
Yeah, you just, So it was good. We raised $4,000.
Oh, right on.
So that was, that's always good.
For the chorus, yeah.
And they have their concert coming up.
The Rocket Man.
Yes.
Elton John. That's right.
Which I'm going to be at, which was very fun. It was fun. It was a good. And then I went over to Numbers after that because Jackie O was having a benefit for the Mark Huntley Easter egg hunt. What they do in the Trolley Park this Sunday. That's going to be happening. And, to raise money to buy baskets and stuff. Because they have, last year I think there was close to 800 kids that they gave baskets to. And then I think they gave something like 100 bicycles away.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's always so wonderful because they bring all of that stuff to the center so they can then send it up from the center and separate it out and everything. And Todd Gloria's office yesterday came with 30 baskets. Junior from the flag football and the sports.
Well, Junior is hot.
Junior is wonderful.
He could come with any basket he wanted.
They dropped off 40 baskets.
Yeah,
so
it was good. It was very fun. It's a good event.
I mean, that's awesome. I saw Ajax and was it Erica Odessa walking from Filter down to Flick.
That's what they said. They were trying to make a little money before they got there.
Okay.
I think that's crazy. I told him hop in a cab. You know what I'm saying? Hello.
Well, I think they were all at Baja Betty's.
No, they were somewhere before that. I can't remember where. Yeah.
I'm like, they must have been getting their cocktail on somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know where they were, but yeah, it was fun. It was a great time.
I'm glad.
And then I made a stop into Lips.
You haven't been to Lips in a while since you were with Jay, right?
Oh no, I've been there so many times since then.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I guess you just don't ever talk about it.
I don't talk about everything I do. I have to have some secrets.
Some privacy.
Yes. So I did that, and that was fun, and then,
Just been busy working?
And riding my horse.
And riding your horse?
Riding my horsey. Today I went and rode her. I took Jeff S. out. Mm-hmm. He went in a cart. My friends Mark and Betty, they they hooked up the Clydesdales, and then they have a cart that goes behind the Clydesdale. You know,
Oh,
like
okay. I'm like, oh, wait.
so a little cart,
Like a little rickshaw.
Yeah, that the Clydesdales pull.
Yeah, okay.
So he rode in one of those with Mark, and then we all rode the horses. It was very fun.
That sounds very kind of romantical.
I don't know how that's romantical when I'm on a horse and he has a Clydesdale's ass in his face.
She's all side saddle.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. I don't.
It's not exactly Ophelia that is on the horse out there.
Yeah, no, it's not.
No.
Not at all. Not at all. But I tell you, Luna is allergic to flies. And so I was going through this magazine looking for these fly blankets to help, and I found this one, which is tighter, and it also keeps the mane down, and it's kind of like a lycra, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so it's really cool. I mean, it really is, but it's like really vibrant, and it has this design and all of these things. So this one, yeah, and this one was pink, and it had these like rhinestones on it. It's like all bejeweled. You know what I'm saying?
Like your iPhone case.
I'm like, oh my God, I have to get this for Luna. She would love it. And my friends, Betty, she's like, oh no, I don't think you do. We're at Lakeside. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna ride her with it, but like when I'm not riding her, and she goes, oh, then it could disappear. I'm like, what, do you think someone would steal it? She goes, yes. And I'm like, who would come in and steal that off of my horse? She goes, me. And I would throw it away. So poor Luna can't look cute in her bedazzled.
But that's interesting, though. That's what you have to get to, like, keep the flies off of them.
No, there are other things.
Are there, like, ointments and things you can put on them? Or?
There's spray. There's all sorts of stuff. There's little predator flies that we get. So we put the little predator fly, and then so there's these other little flies that eat the
other flies.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And hello, it's we're not even in April yet. It's March, and we've already seen 2 rattlesnakes on the ranch.
Oh.
It's a little early. It's a little early for the snakeage.
Ooh.
Yeah. That doesn't amuse me.
No, I'm sure it doesn't. No, I bet you it doesn't amuse the horses either.
No. It doesn't.
Do they get a little spooked?
Yeah, but they don't like
No.
Yeah. Yeah. So we've already seen 2 rattles.
Well, that sounds like a very eventful week.
Yeah.
What are you doing with Jeff S. tonight?
I don't know.
You should country dance with him.
He doesn't like country music.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so it's always a fight in our car.
Well, because you don't listen to nothing else.
That's, pretty much all it is. I listen to everything, but 98% of the time, it's country. So, yeah. So I pre-programmed all of my stations because, he figured out how to push the buttons on my thing. So I pre-programmed all of my buttons for country.
Of course. And you have Sirius, so you probably got a lot of country stations. Oh, Lord.
So when he leaves, I'm going to have to reprogram all of my radio stations.
I haven't seen John or Mike. Is it Mike? Michael.
They're on a cruise.
Oh, where's the cruise?
Down.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
So that's why he's here?
He's here house sitting.
Okay.
And dog sitting.
Got it.
And they went on a cruise.
So he's on a little spring break vacay.
Oh, well, he's working. He's dog sitting and house sitting. That's work.
What does he do for a living?
He's unemployed.
Oh, got it. I thought he was telecommuting.
He's actively looking for a job.
Looking for a job. Well, you might be hiring.
No.
That would be a no.
That would be a no. No.
Oh my
It's
God.
a serious as a no.
Got it.
Just saying.
All right, well, let's take a break and we'll come back and we'll talk about all our other fabulous things that we're going to talk about.
We'll talk about your hair some more.
We'll talk about the Segway, and you can talk about my hair.
Like the real Segway? Like,
well, apparently you'll have to mention about how much you hate my hair again, which will segue into this question.
oh, well, we'll just talk about your hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're back.
Yay!
Yay! We had some she-mail.
Get some shame.
We had some she-mail.
You really want to cover this? All right, go ahead.
Let's cover this. Since,
All right.
Because it's a perfect segue that you totally screwed up.
All right.
You hate my hair. You told my hair cutter, Chuck, Bare Hair by Chuck. You should go to his website, barehairbychuck.com. And so that segues into, because I love you and I've known you for 3.5 weeks or however long we've known each other.
Something like that.
Something like that.
A while.
We had this comment posted on Facebook that I did not see.
Oh, you
and I
did?
finally saw it today. And it was actually posted about, I'm very, very sorry, Shauna, whoever you are, back in January.
In January?
Yes.
Aren't we in March?
Correct.
Oh, Lord.
I
All
know.
right.
So we're getting to your little viewer question now.
I hope she's still watching. She might be so pissed off.
Right. She's
Those
completely
fuckers
stopped
don't pay
subscribing on
attention
iTunes. How truthful should you be with your friends? If certain friends you have are perceived or act a particular negative way towards other people, but not to you, would you confront them about it? Ask them why they do it, or tell them to stop? At the risk of losing a friendship, would you tell someone that you're close with something that really bugs you about them?
What would you do? You start.
Well, of course I would.
You would what?
I would absolutely tell them. I think that's what friends do, right?
So you would tell them that they are being too negative to other people?
Sure.
Or would you just have the conversation?
No, I would tell them. I have no problem telling them. Donald and I have very blunt conversations about the way we act or the way we are.
But I'm saying, what about other people?
If we are friends, sure. If they are people that are not I don't know, maybe there's a difference between acquaintances and friends. I don't know. Maybe acquaintances, I don't know. I don't care so much. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. With friends, yes. Acquaintances, I don't know.
So if you were friends with someone and you thought they were being too negative to somebody else, you would say, dude, you're being
sure. I absolutely
too negative to them.
Yeah.
What the hell? Would you be like, what the hell's your problem? Or would you just tell them they're just being too negative?
No, I don't know that I would make it confrontational. I would just say, dude, why are you acting this way? It's coming across this way. That's pretty much what I'd say. I say that a lot. I've said it to Jay. I've said it to Donald. I mean, I have no problem pointing that out. I say it to people at the center who are my friends. But yeah, no. I think that's what friends are supposed to do. I don't think that you want your friends to appease you all the time. And, yes, I do.
Those are the only people I have around me.
Okay, let's use Christina Monet as an example. See, here we go.
All right, what do you want to know?
If something about you or something about Christina Monet was other people were perceiving as negative, or she was being a bitch to them, and you were aware of it, would you say something to her?
Well, no. I wouldn't, to be honest, because it's not my thing. I think that if somebody came to me and asked me why she was being a bitch, I would be like, grow some balls and you ask her why she's being a bitch to you. Because I think that then you're putting yourself in a situation you don't need to be putting
yourself in the middle.
Like, so I don't really care. If someone's being negative to someone, and it's directly affecting me, like I'm out with people, and someone's being, kind of a douche in the group, I will almost be more inclined to excuse the person that's being a douche. Like, dude, you are out. Like, I don't know what your problem is. We can talk later, but you're kind of bringing it down.
Right.
And that's not what it's about.
Okay.
So I think that if somebody had come up to me and was like, Christina Monet is being a douche, I'd be like, well, then you need to find out why she's being a douche to you. And same thing, people have told, because people have gone to her and they're like, Ophelia is blah, blah. And she goes, well, then you need to have a conversation with Ophelia because maybe she just doesn't like you, or you know, maybe, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But so that's what I think.
Got it.
The other part, with you know, with us two, you know, a lot of her friends. Well, you know, because I mean, we have a lot of mutual friends, but there are a lot of people when they first meet me that will think that I am bitchy. Or like kind of more standoffish, but I am.
Right.
I'm very, you know what I'm saying?
Till you get to know
Yeah.
them.
And then I'm like, cool. So
Right.
I get that a lot.
Okay.
You know, I get people will say,
Okay.
you know, that I'm bitchy or whatever.
So let me put it a different scenario.
Okay.
You and Christina get all dolled up and you're going out, the two of
Yes.
you together.
We're gonna party.
And you're gonna party.
Yes.
And you do the little circuit, the crawl, and she starts getting a little more cocktailed, and you're noticing that she's acting a little more aggressive and a little more bitchy and a little more negative.
Yes.
And would you say something to her?
I take out my phone and take pictures.
You would, okay.
Oh, yes.
But it was starting to make you feel a little awkward being with her. Because she was getting a little, I don't know, out of control.
Well, then I might say something.
Okay.
But I would say, but I wouldn't, I mean, I would go up to her and be like, dude, I'd be like, you know, are you
what
done?
the fuck? Right.
But, you know, me and Christina have been friends for so long. And I think Jay is, and the times that we've gone out, that he is almost getting it. And Bodyguard John is like very good at it with me and stuff.
Oh, yeah, he would be another one that I would say.
I am very good for a very long time, and then suddenly I'm done. And there's not even a thick line. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't go into this gray area where I'm like, oh, I go, and then I'm done. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so, and I know that about myself, and Christina is actually very good at knowing that about herself too. And so, there have been many times, and it's happened when we've been out too, you know, where I'm just done, and I will leave. And I don't say goodbye to anyone, I'm just gone.
I am 110% with you on that.
Yeah.
Because I do it all the time.
Yeah. So, but there have been other times that, you know, I'll be out with, you know, Christina, and she'll start to act like that, I'll be like, and then she'll be like, yeah, I think, you know, I'm having a moment.
How would you feel if it was the reverse? If they were telling you, hey, I think you're acting fucked up, or I don't like the way that you're acting.
I would say, well, then go to the other side of the bar. I'm not asking.
Boom.
I'm not asking you to spend time with me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right, okay.
go away.
I think that there is also a difference between it being someone like a Christina or a Bodyguard John and somebody who you are friends with but not friends with.
Well, and the other part is that people, I mean, I think that, you know, I believe that everyone knows themselves. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to be alone, then you also need to be able to say, I want to be alone. There have been many times I'll go out, and I've gone out with Christina and, you know, Bodyguard John and, you know, whatever, where I may be having a good time, even though it doesn't look like I'm having a good time, but I just kind of want to be left alone. I just want to have a little drink, you know, I just want to, you know.
Right.
And I'm fine. Everyone off, go and do your own thing. I don't have to be,
Right.
you know.
Okay.
So,
Well, there's your answer.
I don't know if we answered her question.
I'm sure you
I
can
don't
call what you want from that.
Yeah, I don't think that she should talk to her friend. I do find it interesting that her friend isn't bitchy to her, but negative to everyone else.
Right.
Now, the other thing that I will say on the negative note, I have no place in my life for negativity. Like, zero. You know what I'm saying? So I don't tolerate negative people.
Right.
You know, around me.
Right.
So if that person was negative to other people, and I saw that they were a negative person, I wouldn't want to be around them.
Right.
And I wouldn't want them to be a friend because it's toxic. And though they may not see that they're being negative to them directly,
Right.
it is negatively affecting them because the people that they are being negative to, it's a reflection of that person.
Right. It's
So-
like you said, remember when we had that conversation about a person by the way that they will treat like a waiter or a server?
Oh, yeah.
If you go out with them and they're a good friend of yours and they're all wonderful, kissy, lovey to you, but then they treat the waiter or the server like shit, that you truly know somebody
Yeah,
by
you
the
know
way
how
they
they-
treat
yeah.
a server.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be hanging out with that person
I wouldn't
anymore.
either.
No time for it. Well,
Not a minute.
hope we answered your question. If you have any other questions or comments for us, you can do it on Facebook. I promise to look more often than 3 months. It's better if you just do it on our website. Do it below. Do it below.
I don't read Facebook.
You need to send her an email, Ophelia.
And I don't even understand. Okay, can we talk about Twitter for a second?
Oh my God. I'm giving you a class. You and your mom. Actually, maybe your mom should give you a class.
I've been trying to Twitter. And it's just not working.
Well, I've seen some of your Facebook updates only because they've come from your Twitter. So you have been Twittering.
I
I've
have
seen
been
that.
Twittering.
Because you have them linked and they've been going to your page.
Yes.
So that's good. That's good that that's happening.
Yes.
Because otherwise
But then people are commenting on Facebook about what I Twittered,
about what you Twittered and you don't see it.
and I don't see it.
Exactly.
And then I see it a little bit later. I'm like, when the hell? Like, how? What?
Right. That's because you have your Twitter linked to your Facebook
Well-
versus the other way around.
Producer Joey did that.
It's because he didn't want everybody to think that your Facebook went dormant.
I've been Facebooking a lot.
Well, see? And you're going to have to start doing it now that the show's coming back,
I know, that's
which
why
I'm very excited
I know.
about.
We have an invite out for people.
Yes, I
Yeah.
got it.
It should be good.
I can't wait to
We'll
share it
see.
with everybody.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm
well-
gonna wear something sexy that night. I'm gonna wear a one-piece bikini.
Do you already have your peeps lined up for who's going to do it?
No, we never do.
Never do. So it's literally coming
So
back.
hopefully there will be at least one person in the crowd that will want to be a contestant.
Well, I'm coming. Jay's coming.
I said that want to be a contestant. That I would want to see be a contestant.
Right. Well, if you get no contestants, guess who's coming up on stage?
I'm ordering new breasts.
Oh, I love it. Oh, my
Yes.
shoes cut. Oh. From
I
Germany.
decided I need to go up a size.
Oh, this is going to be major. Will we have enough room at this table?
I'm bored with this size. I want to go up a size, and I've seen them. I like these new ones that they have out.
I know. Tell us how much they are.
I will not.
I will never. Hey, Alejandra told us how much her boobs
they
cost.
have, well, she didn't pay for them.
Exactly. Free. That's exactly what she said.
Yes, they have better than the new ones that I'm going to order. They have better nipples, and they have a better areola, something. They have one, which I'm seriously thinking about getting because I think it would be kind of cute. It's pierced. Oh. So you can see the little, you know what I'm saying? Then I'll have a pierced boobie.
You'll have to get a very thin bra.
I think that would be hot.
Oh my God. People come up and play with it.
I'm like, ooh.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, I'm very excited for the show to come back. And it's going to come
am
back
too.
for all of the
rest of the
the
summer.
rest of the summer.
And then we'll see what happens after that.
Okay. Well, maybe you'll have to take over Match Game.
And you know what I'm thinking? I'm going to have that because Mike Dinwiddie is moving to Florida.
leaving.
Why is he moving to Florida?
For his man.
Stupid.
Stupid. They love each other.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
They love each other because they're in two different states.
He's moving for his man.
I love a lot of people that live in another state.
But the thing that you appreciate about them is that they're in another state.
Thank you. That's why I love them.
Well,
I'd have my car fixed this week too.
Oh Lord, you and your cars. Street issues, car issues.
My parking ticket got dismissed because I fought it and I was in the right.
And you were in the right. That's awesome.
Now I've been waiting for that parking attendant meter maid to drive by my house one morning. Which reminds me, Todd Gloria is really on my list.
Oh, see, well,
Really.
perhaps he should comment on this show,
Yeah.
and we'll tell him about something that he comments on.
I'm just saying.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back and we'll talk about all this other stuff.
What are we going to talk about?
I don't know, other stuff. We'll be right back. You don't follow too much.
I'm a follower.
Simply because
I follow.
we're just approached by some very aggressive gentleman outside who
Wanted to talk to the boss, and he thought that was Jay.
No, that was Jay.
I went, yeah, go talk to Jay. Jay will bring it to me, and I will reject it later. Thank you. And you said you want to talk to the real boss.
You better give him your mom's phone number.
By the way, MJ Top told me that she is still not pleased with the cursing on the show.
Of course.
Still does not know I am the first one to drop the F-bomb every show. And I say because I like to set the pace.
See? Well, people have to watch for a reason. This isn't family programming.
No, it's not.
No, I mean,
It could be, though.
we actually have to caption it a certain way, otherwise we get dinged.
I love getting dinged.
We were talking about social media
Ding!
before we went to break.
All right, what about social media?
So,
Speaking
look.
about dings,
Well, when the mayor comes, we listen.
he always scares me when he comes behind me like that.
We're never quite sure what he's going to do.
No, you've got to watch him. Do you see how sneaky he's being right now?
Right?
He's trying to do his own, he will do his own shot, which will be soda.
Which will be soda. Oh,
Are you going to do that with us?
Of course.
Yeah, that's a little dirty glass. Excuse me, let me help you.
Here, I don't need that.
Let me help you.
Oh, so I get. Oh, and I can't even smell it. Cheers.
Cheers. Did you do it?
And that's how it's done.
Hello. I'm trying not even to unplug my nose because, if I smell it, I'll hurl.
Here.
Oh, God. Fucking, I can't stand tequila. That is so disgusting.
But it was good tequila.
Is there a such thing?
Yeah, notice how smooth that was?
No.
It wasn't that Cuervo stuff. The Cuervo, you'd be like hurling.
I had flashbacks to my senior year in college.
Was that with the coach or without the coach?
That would...
Segway.
Bitch. That would be without the coach. The coach was high school, thank you. Boom. Okay, Miss Facebook and Twitter.
All right, what do you want to talk about?
Did you change your profile to an equal
Because I don't know how. I saw everyone doing it. I'm like, oh, I'm going to do that too.
So you would have if you knew how.
If I knew how to do it. Even my sister changed hers.
Yes, she did.
And she sent me a little note. She goes, why didn't you change hers? And so I told her, I don't know how. And she laughed at me. So then I texted Joey and I said, Joey, I don't know how to change my thing on Facebook. And he wrote back, LOL.
LOL. I'm surprised he didn't respond back. Joey is unavailable right now. Please leave a message after the tone. Beep. I have totally sent that.
So I don't know how to do it.
God, girl, I don't know what we're gonna do with you.
I don't know.
Well, anyways, it was.
I did just change it. I don't know.
Because you did go from that must have been Joey then who changed your Facebook page. Because you were on the horse, and then you changed it to the really cute one.
On the horse.
No, you're now the cute with the cute little hair.
The big one is the horse.
Oh, that's your cover
And the little
page.
one, yeah.
The little one you changed.
Yes.
Or he changed.
Because those photos are already in my photo, so I can just click on that and say, make this
profile
and so that's
page.
what I did.
Okay, got it.
But that little red thing is not in my...
No.
So
you would have to go and find it. And
yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Yeah. And I had to change the other photo that I had because my mom said that I look too much like my grandma. Not that she said that I looked old, that I just really resembled her, and it was my, she's passed away.
Right.
And so, she said that it was very difficult to look at that photo.
When we had Tristan and Sean on,
yes,
he had his little photographer here, and you have said, I want photos a certain way.
Yeah.
You don't want photos. Well, his photographer took actually some really nice photos of us.
Good photos.
Did you like that photo?
I didn't.
The one of the four of us together?
Well, my boobs looked incredible.
They looked amazing.
What was so funny is that was all of the comments that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're like, girl, and I'm like...
Which would be why she has ordered some larger ones.
I'm like, well, if you like those, wait until you see my Pierce pair.
Oh my God. I can only imagine what your shirts are going to look like.
They're going to start dressing like Alejandra.
I don't think. Have you seen their photos? I just put them up today.
No, I did not see them.
She is all boobs.
Well, duh.
I mean, it's insane.
Yeah.
Boobs and ass.
Well,
TNA.
I don't know. Maybe I should.
So you didn't do the little
And you
equals.
know who is making me? This is even more exciting.
Oh,
but
God.
Adam, Chad Michael's boyfriend.
I'm still tasting that shot. Sorry.
No, I thought it was my breath. I'm like, oh. Adam is going to make me a new bra thing that will accentuate my breasts.
Okay, so
Because
now
they're clearly just not accentuated enough.
because now I have a question.
All right, go ahead.
Because I know that you have to do some tapage.
A little bit.
A little bit. So if it goes too low, will they see too much?
It won't go too low.
It won't go. Okay.
No.
So it'll still be
He's a professional, so he will make it cut, where it's just right.
just right.
Yes.
So-
and what he's gonna make me, I'll have like built-in Spanx.
Oh. Well, that sounds expensive.
But Adam is worth it. He's worth it.
It helps to know people.
But I've also have lost a lot of weight, so I don't need to wear
Yes, you have.
the Spanx.
If people want to look at our videos from a year ago
Yes, chunky monkey.
and then look at them today, no, you do. You look very
so
fabulous.
that's good.
So,
Just saying.
and once the big hair comes back again, my favorite big hair.
Which one is that?
Your original hair. Ophelia's original brown, large, flowy hair, which was my absolute favorite. Our original photos that we had taken from Cali.
Yeah, okay, but you know what is so funny? Yeah, but you know what's so funny about that is that I wore that hair for the photos, and then I've never worn it since. Which is so odd.
It is odd because it's my favorite hair you've ever worn.
I've never, in fact, I think I probably have given it away.
Really? You just didn't like the color, or?
Yeah, I just didn't like, I was over it. So.
My favorite
But this
hair.
is, this and my dark brown hair, which I think I wore last week. They're my winter hairs. But now we're going to spring, so
Right.
I've been looking for spring hair.
So are you going back shorter again? Because
well-
once you get to summer, you don't like that
summer
shit.
it's gonna be like
It's gonna be
off my neck.
Okay, but remember when you used to wear the short wigs?
I'm getting another one of those. But I'm gonna have it. It's gonna be a little bit. Yeah, it's gonna be a little longer. But yeah, I'm going back into that.
When we had Todd, because Courtney was going through and clicking through some of the photos that she liked on the He Said She Said page, and what popped up as one that she liked was when Todd Gloria was on the show
With that blonde hair.
Yes, with the blonde.
I know. You know what's so funny about that hair is either people hated it or they loved it. There was no in between.
Apparently, that's my hair because everybody else loves it. You hate
I
it.
hate it. Yeah.
I like it.
All right. Well, as long as you like it, it's your hair.
Hey, I own it, baby.
You enjoy it.
I will. Everybody else loves it.
Well, I think that people are just infatuated with you and they love almost everything that you do.
Oh, say that again.
So, because everyone's like, oh, I do something. They're like, oh, you're so lucky you get to sit next to Aaron. He's so hunky. Oh, he's so... I'm like, I just stopped hearing it after a while.
Right, it all sounds like Charlie Brown's mom.
Yeah, I'm like, whatever.
Okay, there was one other thing, and
all right.
Let's talk about a news thing, because we haven't talked about a news thing
let's
yet.
talk about news.
Doma. Prop 8
Yeah.
at
What a
SCOTUS.
mess. What about it? What do you think?
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. What do you think's going to happen?
Okay, I've listened to a little bit, because you could stream what they were saying, you know what
Right.
I'm saying? So I've listened to a little bit what they've said, and I've read some of the quotes and whatnot.
From the justices.
Yeah. And I kind of am almost getting a feeling that the outcome is they may see that Prop 8 is unconstitutional and that in California people will be able to start getting married.
Okay.
I don't feel, after listening to stuff with DOMA, that they're ready to take on the federal issue. You know what I'm saying? So I think that they might let Californians get married and then hold off on the federal for a little while. Because they kept making comments about how, it shouldn't, they don't want to dictate what the states say. And yet they'll dictate what the states say when it comes to medical marijuana and to, many more things.
Right.
So it could be a small step. Now, get your fingers ready for some hate mail.
Oh, shit.
I don't care about Prop 8. I think that federally, it's far more important than state to state to get married. The only thing that I am hopeful for, that if the Prop 8 is, if they do rule that unconstitutional, the only thing that I get out of that is not really the marriage aspect of it. I get that it will send a message that money and churches and the way that churches get involved in elections doesn't matter,
right?
And that's wrong, and
sure.
That I think to me is a bigger message that will be struck down.
Sure.
And I really hope that that the power, the gay powers to be, whoever they are, recognize that and they make that the issue and not make marriage the issue, because the issue really is that Prop 8 was funded so heavily by so many churches,
By religion.
yeah, and so false advertised, and you know what I'm saying, and all the scare tactics and whatnot. So I think that the message is saying that's unconstitutional and you can't do that, and that to me is a bigger message. And so that's just kind of my viewpoint. So I don't think that they will change the DOMA, unfortunately. But one of the justices made a very good point, and I think that Obama needs to take note on it too. And it's like, he is not even following through. Everyone is just going.
Why are they still enforcing?
Yeah, they're just going right to the edge of the pool, but no one wants to put their foot in.
Right.
And that, I think, is...
One of the justices did ask, why are you still enforcing it, yet you're refusing to defend it?
Right.
So I totally understand what you're saying, but I almost think the exact opposite. In terms of the way, in how they read the cases, I think the opposite is going to happen. I think that they will find DOMA unconstitutional.
And then you think that
I think that what they will do with Prop 8 is they will dismiss the case altogether. I think what they will say about Prop 8 is that the people that brought it to SCOTUS don't have standing to bring it there. So they're going to kick it back to the Ninth Circuit Court, which means that their ruling, Judge Von Walker, his ruling stands.
And then people will be able to get married.
And then people will be able to get married, but they will be able to get married in California.
Right.
That's what I think is going to happen.
And that's going to be very scary. You know what I'm saying? And I think, and I really hope, I really, really, really do hope, because and the two windows that people can get married here in California, because there were two separate windows that people can get married.
Yes.
Most of the people, the divorce rate, I think, gay or straight, is still going to be the same. I don't, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
What I'm afraid is that the gay people, and I mean that broadly because I don't like labels, and I do like that one of the justices said, why am I hearing a case regarding a label? I'm like, I will marry him.
Right.
Okay, so that was my thing. You know what I'm saying? When I read that, I'm like, he watches the show. But what I really think is, in those two cases of Now, there are some people that I know that during those, they got married, and they're doing fine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They are, reaping the benefits of the whole marriage thing.
Correct.
However, there is the other group of people that I know
Are divorced.
that cannot get divorced.
Correct. That cannot.
They cannot even get a divorce, and they have since broken up and have moved on, and you know what I'm saying? And every year, they have to come back together until they can get a divorce, and that's, that's
Correct.
like a total...
So they're not only just with their state filings, but all of their financials
Yes.
and everything. Even though that's not recognized at the federal level, it still has to be recognized at the state level, which causes this huge fucking confusion for everybody.
Right.
Oh yes, we have many of them that come to the center, and it is
mess.
awful. It's a fucking mess.
But what I also think too is that there were several, because I know of several people that were in very short relationships.
Yes.
What I like to still say, the trick stage.
The trick stage. They did it because it was the
Thing to
the
do.
thing.
They had a partner. They're like, oh, let's go get married. It's cute. And I don't think that a lot of people, I think that there are some people that are taking it seriously and will take it seriously.
Right.
And then there's another group that will do it for the attention
Correct.
fact of it and for the numbers of it and
to be a part of a movement.
right. And those people are stupid to do that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, stupid.
Because you're
You are, yeah. And it's not easy.
low.
You know what I'm saying? No.
And it ain't cheap either.
No.
Especially if you have assets.
Well, and we've already talked about some of the cases, but I have a friend who has already started.
He's already tried it. Won't come off.
She's a divorce attorney. This little thing right here,
I know. Yeah, it won't come off. It's like in the shirt.
gone. All right.
Boom.
So, she's a divorce attorney, and she's like, oh yeah, I am like, she has all of her divorce attorney stuff ready to go. So when it becomes good, she is sending it out, and she is gonna,
That's when she starts to get charging.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I think that it's a slippery slope. I mean, I really do. I mean, I think that people should have the rights. You know what I cannot stand? And you know how I am about kids.
Yeah.
You know, I love kids.
Yep.
And I would, I want a kid. What I think that people also need to separate it and take the emotion out of it. I think that if people took the emotion out of it, then they would be better off.
Right.
I cannot. Every time I hear someone, and I know a lot of gay people that, have adopted kids and yada, 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 but every time I hear someone say, they want us to be married, they want us to be married, they are kids. They don't know. They don't really care.
Right.
What they care about is that they have someone
Who loves them.
that loves them and that will be there for them no matter what.
Right.
And, so I think legally, and why I think the laws are good, is that if something did happen to one of the partners and, not the other partner, that child, then they just naturally, like they would now in a heterosexual marriage, everything is fine.
Right.
That, I think, the unsettledness. But if you were sharing that, like if we had a kid and one of us were sharing, if I die in an accident, you're going to the state because we're not married, well, then you're a shitty parent.
Right.
And you are putting, a lot of unneeded stress and burden on your child.
Like what's happening with that girl that was abducted basically from her parents that were in a lesbian relationship, and then they fled to Nicaragua, and the one, that's the thing that does bother me about it, because it does matter. You said kids don't understand. They don't. They want somebody to love them.
Right.
They don't understand.
They don't need the laws.
Men and women, men and men. They want parents. They want parents. Guess who instills all of that male-female, male-male thing in them?
We do.
Parents. We do. Yeah.
All right. I've said enough.
We've said it all.
Should we talk about Joanne Crenshaw only getting 15%?
Well, we totally can.
I just said it.
He is in the runoff with, what's her name?
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's gonna win, so he's gonna be
Who
back
is
at
that woman
Pride.
though? Because she's fierce. She
I
has
don't know.
fierce hair.
Yeah, she is fierce, and her makeup is good.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
she's awesome.
Yeah, and the only disappointment thing is now he's gonna be back at Pride after he loses.
Well, maybe we can keep Stephen Whitburn forever.
Oh, that would be lovely.
We like Stephen.
Although, can we just talk about Pride again for a second? Well, no, we're not.
No,
We
we're
don't have
not.
enough time.
We don't have. Well, guess what? We do have some time because we're only at 55
I will
minutes.
say that I've already made my trip plans for Pride weekend.
Well, so have producer Jay and I. So
Yes.
none of us will be at Pride this
yeah.
weekend. And what's interesting is I know a lot of people that are making plans.
Plans to go out of town.
Yeah.
I do too.
Well, and they did make the switch from that third weekend to the second weekend. So I think that's going to screw them up a lot. Anyways, moving on. We know that we love Dining Out for Life. It's coming up April 25th.
Yes.
We're going to be out dining everywhere for breakfast, lunch, and dinner to help support HIV and AIDS services at the center. I know it's one of your favorite days of the year.
Anytime I get to eat.
Well, you know the mission, right?
Yes.
All three of them.
All three of them are going to do it.
100%.
So
100%.
I might go to all three of them.
They're doing 100%. I'm
won't-
like 2.
Then I won't look like a pig. I'll go to all three of them and get the French toast.
And Mariposa is doing 50%. Wang's is doing 50%. Burger Lounge here in Hillcrest is doing 100%. So, I mean, this is the first year.
I love all the 100%ers.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the first year they've had like 5 or 6 venues doing 100%.
That's good.
I think it's awesome. And you've got your show coming up on April 1st.
next Monday. We're back.
I think we're going to go. I think
And it's
producer
starting
Jay-
early, 8:30.
Oh, shit.
8:30.
I can't get there at 8:30.
Well, then you don't need to be there. Do what?
Because producer Jay has to come pick me up.
Well, then that could be a problem.
Well, tell fucking Alejandro to
I
speed
guess
it up.
you two will have to figure it out because it's not my problem. 8:30.
Are you? You're lying. You're not starting at 8:30.
Yes. Starting at 8:30. That was one of the biggest complaints that I had, is that it was too late. But it started too late. So now that I've said we're starting at 8:30, everyone's like, 8:30! I'm like, yes, 8:30.
Because you bitches said.
Yes. And we will be done. I'm hoping to be done, like around 10:30.
Oh, then we can still have,
Yeah.
wine night and stuff. But clearly I can't go because I have they said. Oh.
They do have little to-go cars. Car to go.
I am not done shooting that show until like 9:15.
Okay, then hop on down.
Hop on down. I'll get there for the last 10 minutes of a Flaco burger and you saying, you win!
That is what
Bye.
I've been missing. The Flaco burgers.
I love me some Flaco burgers. They're so
yummy.
good. Anything else coming up? It's White Party weekend. Everybody's going to Palm Springs. It's Cesar Chavez weekend.
I should go to the White Party this year.
And on that note,
I would look like a tent.
we'll say goodbye and we'll see you next Thursday. We love you all.
I
Make
look
sure you
cute in
comment
white.
below.